Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and to another video. So if you can't tell by the title, today we are going to be discussing different ways to handle the first trimester morning sickness. And I am recording this video before my nausea hits full on. I'm having waves of it already, but I'm not even quite 6 weeks, so this is quite early on. But this video is supposed to be educational for anybody who's dealing with morning sickness and wants a little bit of relief. I'm not guaranteeing anybody you're going to get 100% relief because I'm not getting 100% relief from these things, but they are things that can help you. And you know what? We're all in this together. If you're dealing with this, I feel for you as I'm currently dealing with it. Like I said, not in full effect yet, but I know what's coming because I just went through it a year ago with my baby girl. So let's dive into the things that I found helped the most in dealing with first trimester / morning sickness or all day sickness. Okay, first one is you need to give yourself so much grace during this time period. Your body is creating a little human. It is supporting a placenta, the growth of that and the baby. You're going to be tired. You're going to feel sick. That's just a part of being pregnant, and I'm sorry, but give yourself so much grace. Don't expect to do way too much during this time. There's more things that are going to fall into that category, along with asking for help. So when I was pregnant with Lillian, there were times where my mother-in-law would take Connor for the day so that I could rest. And it was just so good to have one day to focus on how I was doing and to rest and, you know, just worry about my morning sickness and not having to worry about taking care of a toddler. And I wouldn't say I neglected him, but I felt like I was because I kept the TV on for him and I felt so guilty doing that. And along with asking for help, rest is another very important one. Your body is going on overtime, creating this little space for your baby to grow, for your placenta to develop, for you. All the things, you know, pregnancy, you know what's taking place. So give yourself a lot of rest. Sleep when you can. Me, out of all my pregnancies, I've only had one where I didn't have insomnia, and that was with Lillian, and I was so thankful that I got to sleep through the night, especially during the first trimester, because you know, during the third, you just don't sleep. So I was very thankful that even though I was so incredibly sick, I could at least sleep through the night throughout the first trimester. With this pregnancy, that was one of my first symptoms, was my insomnia was coming back. So that's pretty discouraging, but it's something I've learned to deal with. Another thing I'm doing to prepare myself for being morning sick is meal prepping and meal planning. So I'm doing things like baking bread, canning soup, freezing casseroles, having quick instant meals. That way I don't have to overthink it when it comes to mealtime. When Brent comes home from work, there is something for him to eat. And that way there's, you know, bread on the counter if we just need a quick sandwich, because that is something that I really craved in all of my pregnancies, was a sandwich. So I like to have homemade bread and buns in my freezer or on my counter for a quick grab and go. Another thing I do to prepare for the first trimester is clean my house. Get all my laundry done, basically have a clean slate, so when my nausea hits, I'm not behind on my household chores. I'm prepared to fall behind per se. And if I have a good day here or there, then I can do a load of laundry or sweep the floors, etc. Brent does really great with keeping up with my kitchen and cleaning up the toys and the bathrooms and stuff while I'm sick. He is such an amazing support person to have in my life when I'm dealing with this nausea. You know, in my first pregnancy, when I was pregnant with Connor, he didn't fully understand what I was dealing with, so he thought I was just getting lazy. And once he saw my energy pick up in the second trimester, once I was pregnant again, it dawned on him that no, she is really sick, because she wouldn't just be laying around if she wasn't. To help with the morning sickness, everybody knows if your stomach is too empty, you're gonna feel sick. If your stomach is too full, you're going to feel sick. So it's best to eat frequent meals throughout the day, small meals, basically grazing, and eat what you can. Don't focus on, I'm scared to gain weight, or I'm scared I'm not eating enough. Eat what you can. You need to have food in your stomach. You need to have food to support your baby. And especially if you're in my boat and you're still breastfeeding your last baby, you need to have the nutrients to support your health, your baby's growth, and the baby that you're breastfeeding still. Prenatals. If you're taking a prenatal vitamin with iron in it, I would suggest taking it in the evening right before you go to sleep, because the iron can upset your stomach and cause your nausea to be worse. I personally don't take a prenatal with iron during the first trimester because I struggle to swallow any kind of supplement while I'm really sick, because I have a really strong gag reflex, and I've taken pills before where I just puked them all out seconds later because I gagged pretty bad while swallowing them. So what I take are the prenatal gummy Smarty Pants brand. They do not have iron in them, but they are much easier for me to handle. And so I just take a separate iron supplement on the side, which I'm going to start taking in the evening right before I go to sleep. Everything that I'll be talking about, like these prenatals, I will link them in the description box down below so you can go and check them out. Stay hydrated. I currently am drinking a lot of Bloom's Hydrate. The one I'm currently drinking is lemon ginger. So ginger is good with nausea, and I found lemon really helps when I'm feeling sick. The citrusy helps with my morning sickness, so I'm drinking the lemon ginger Bloom Hydrate. It is a pre and probiotic beverage, and this is not, by me promoting this, it doesn't benefit me at all. I'm just sharing with you what works for me, and this is definitely one of the top ones. And again, I will link it in the description box down below. But drink water. Have a water bottle. If you can't handle cold water, make sure it's lukewarm. If you don't like lukewarm, get an insulated cup that you can keep ice in for a long time, so you have frozen water throughout the entire day without having to constantly dump your lukewarm or add ice to it. Citrus. Citrus is a big one. I could stomach it really, really well, and when I felt really, really sick, I would honestly, put a little bit of lemon juice on my fingers and just lick it, and that would seriously make a huge difference in how I was feeling. First thing in the morning, Brent would bring an orange up to our room, so I would eat an orange first thing in the morning because the citrus really does calm my stomach down. So if you drink lemon water, lime water, eat oranges, or whatever you need to do, citrus does help me personally quite a bit. So for nutrients and extra antioxidants, I still drink Ningxia Red from Young Living. I took a break after my early postpartum period, and I'm starting up again now in the first trimester of this pregnancy, just because I need the extra nutrients, because I won't be getting it through my foods or through my supplements. So Ningxia Red is a really good one. You can either mix it with your water or take it as a shot. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing yet, because I just ordered it, so it's not quite in. Usually I mix it with my water, but now when I'm sick, I'm probably just going to take it as a shot, so it's one and done. It's like a liquid supplement, and it's really, really good for you. Not just for morning sickness and for your general health, but for your baby and placenta and all those things. It is really good for pregnancy in general. And if you're like me, you deal with heartburn, and in my case, heartburn makes me vomit. So I take Alkaline, which is also from Young Living. I also use Rolaids, because Alkaline you can only take once a day, so I take it when it's at its worst, and then throughout the day I'll eat Rolaids or Tums to help with the heartburn. If it gets really, really bad, my doctor does write me a prescription for the heartburn, and I usually take that throughout my entire pregnancy, so we're going to see what happens this round. I want to see if I can go without it. Another thing that I did with my last pregnancy was ginger candies. So I get these off of Amazon. I think they're called tummy drops. I'll, again, link them in the description box below. It's kind of like a cough drop, but it's a ginger candy, so you just suck on them. They taste really good. They're a little bit spicy, but that's what ginger is, and it is really soothing to the stomach. Another thing that I do is I drink Pink Stork's nausea tea. I currently have a cup of it here now. and it's pretty delicious. I actually really enjoy it. During the summer, I have it over ice. During the winter, I guess it depends on how I'm feeling, but you can make it as a tea or an iced tea. I currently have it as a warm tea as I'm not feeling too sick right now, so I thought I would just get it in because I've got a little bit of nausea and I just wanted to get the extra boost of energy for the day. But along with Pink Stork, once I'm out of the first trimester, my gummies are gone, I go to the Pink Stork's prenatals. They are just my all-around go-to. I take them for prenatals, I take their postnatals, and I've recently purchased their lactation supplement. Unfortunately, I can't take it right now as I am pregnant. And the fenugreek is a little bit iffy on if you should be consuming that while you're pregnant. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just gonna put it aside for now and then save it for when this baby is born. Another thing that really helped while morning sick was drinking ginger beer. We get our ginger beer from Costco. It is really, really potent in the ginger taste. We personally really like it. And it's just something easy for me to sip on if it's ice cold. It helps with my stomach being upset, and it's refreshing. Another thing to help with nausea, honestly, is to just get fresh air. Sit outside as much as you can. Go for a short walk if you can. If you're not feeling up to it, just get your lawn chair, set it out in the sun, and sit in the fresh air. It honestly is one of the things that helps the most, surprisingly, out of all these natural morning sickness remedies. And if you're into oils like I am, another thing that I do is I diffuse lavender, peppermint, and eucalyptus at night during the first trimester, because lavender will help you sleep, peppermint helps with the nausea. I deal with pregnancy congestion, so eucalyptus really helps me sleep a little bit better so I'm not as congested during the night. And I think it helps me snore less because my husband says I snore quite a bit, especially when I'm pregnant and in the postpartum stages. So eucalyptus, I find, really does help with that. Throughout the day, I'll even diffuse lavender and peppermint just for calming and nausea. I'm also going to be making a roller to either smell or roll on my stomach or whatever with peppermint, lemon, and ginger in it. All three things that are good for nausea in general, not just morning sickness. So it's another option for you to do. And honestly, if nothing above is working for you and you just can't keep any food or water down, go talk to your doctor. They've got some really good options for morning sickness. And disclaimer, this is not medical advice. This is just my personal opinion on things that have worked for me and things I'm going to be doing for this pregnancy as well. But that is going to be the end of this video. So again, if you're morning sick right now, first of all, congratulations on carrying a new life. It is so exciting to be expecting a baby. And that's another thing that helped, is just to, think about it. Think about the fact that your body is growing a little human. There's a little soul living inside of you, and that you're going to birth this beautiful child and be a mother. It's such a blessing that a person can't even fathom when you're in the moment and you're knee deep in nausea. But that's another thing that really did help me, was to really think about what my body was doing. So, congratulations. I know you'll only be watching this video if you're pregnant, so hang in there, it will get better. The second trimester is so much fun, to feel the kicks for your belly to get bigger and to have more energy. Take a baby moon, go for a walk, enjoy it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.